Welcome back, team. But I'm so feeling this enemy unknown, enemy within feels. God, this music is amazing. Okay, so we got off to a good start in episode 1. Now we got to make sure that carries on. Resistance comms in 4 days. We got a 101 intel, so we can grab another country. One thing I might do differently in this playthrough from the other ones where I started in Asia is instead of sinking 250 supplies and another 100 intel into making sure that I get the continent bonus as soon as I can, I might just, assuming I have 1, 2, 3 contacts there, I might make contact 1, 2, and then even use the one into North America. Basically making contact with as many countries as quick as possible. Which at a certain point might mean choosing between making contact with the 4th Asia country and getting continent bonus, or just going into North Africa. Right, GTS is up. I want to train my 2 sharpshooters. Let's just remind ourselves who our sharpshooters are going to be. Where are these stats? So Key, Portnoy. There's another one who was above 75. Oh yeah, Barton. Okay, so Key and Portnoy are next up for sharpshooter training. So we need 35 supplies to build the officer training station, which we'll hopefully get out of the smash and grab. 1 day, 11 hours. Unfortunate, that's not doable.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Now, at this point, after you've researched resistance comms and you're sitting with 103 intel, don't repeat the mistake that I made a little while ago by going straight into resistance radio, because that uses 60 of your intel, meaning you can't make contact with a second country right away. At this point, you need to go into hybrid materials if you have the alloys, but alien biotech otherwise.
Make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available. Commander, we can now
You can examine the countries that you can make contact with. See which one has the highest population. There we go, 6 in that haven. Unfortunately, we don't have a great connection start. Sometimes you can jump across to North Africa. The connections you can make a lot of times is a little bit random. Like I've started in South Africa before where I can contact East and West Africa. But other times you can't. Other times you can jump across to Oceanasia and South America. And likewise with North America, sometimes you can start in one of the countries and can't make contact with all 3. Awesome. 6 haven people, 5 haven people. That's also nice. I believe the havens roll between 4, 5, or 6 haven contacts, so that's a bit of good fortune for us.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
Okay, very light. There's no point in infiltrating any further. Bear in mind, we only got 5 people on this mission. All squaddies, so we're not even that strong. On this mission here, we'll get whatever we can, but the main thing is ensure that everyone gets out alive and we don't get too many injuries. Hopefully none. I forgot to check the sit rep. Doesn't look like a map where the lost will be active. That's the depot map. This one can be quite challenging.
Advent forces are in the process of airlifting a number of supply crates out of this area, and we have an opportunity here to take a few for ourselves.
It's a little uncommon that you start from this angle.
And Firebrand will handle the rest.
Moving out.
That's a pity, because if we had a sharpshooter, he'd have a good time up on that roof. What we're going to do here is we're going to move up, get our soldiers as close to as many of these again, crates as possible, and then we'll go live.
Copy that.
In the past, I have tried to play that delay tactic where you only grab crates as they get marked. But that I've had mixed success with that. Sometimes it works nicely, other times it doesn't. And the problem I have a lot of times is, like, a lot of the crates are on this side of the map, and a couple are on this side of the map as well. There's quite a huge area. It's very difficult to get all of them on this map. It's kind of a pity that the first crate is marked off on the left. I would have preferred to have fought on this right-hand side, because then there's more high ground for my skirmisher to be able to grapple up onto. Eventually get
Let's do this.
procs of his battle master.
Los.
Location confirmed.
Worth bearing in mind that when you activate a crate, you break out of stealth.
Huh?
I think our best bet is to sweep on the left flank here.
Headed there now.
We've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 crates in sight. Who's going to stay at the back? Because as soon as the shots start firing, we need to hit all these crates.
I will move. Will do.
I can find a crate, or actually let's see, yes, okay, so the ranger will try to put there or there, because he can activate the crate as a free action and still stay in cover.
No need to ask twice.
We'll put the specialist there and the ranger there.
Verstanden. Rücke ab.
I also, in these early missions, I like to get my ranger up as close and personal as possible, because if you can have a situation where your ranger can blue move up to standing next to any enemy, you can just straight up blow them away.
Roger that.
Algerman here at the back.
Moving.
Yaroslav there.
Verstanden. Bin unterwegs.
Orders confirmed. On the move. Enemy patrol on the move.
And once we go loud here, best case scenario in terms of being able to open up here would be to have Tanya hit a crate and then be able to slash someone. What we could also do is we've kind of claimed these crates, if that makes sense, because we've got soldiers around them. Could always have people move back. I think do that instead.
Got it. Position bestätigt.
Who's my least... Okay, hang on. Let's just rejig the team setup here. I'm going to move Stiebling all the way back, because what he can do is he can, once we go loud, can grab a crate, move up, grab a crate, use aid protocol on the next turn, blue move, grab a crate, throw smoke, next one, blue move, do something else. And I mean, of all of the people on the map here, he is the least likely to do reliable damage every turn.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Whereas I think my assault trooper and my Shinobi, the most dangerous,
Position
because
confirmed.
shotgun nice and accurate, Shinobi, well, we all know how good Shinobis are. Yes, come towards us. Excellent. We are super lucky we can have this pod move up to this explosive here. That'll mean we destroy a crate, but if I can kill an entire pod for the loss of a crate, I'll take that. Hopefully my Shinobi isn't pinned down. Damn.
I go
Okay.
quickly.
This now means to move our asses.
Heading to that location. I'm on it. Done my loss. Solid copy.
I'm on it.
I'm scared. I really don't want to fight both these pods at the same time, but looks like I'm going to have to. Shit. Damn. Okay. Well, at least we get an Overwatch. Bit of Overwatch. Miss, but that's a SMG, unsurprising. That's basically bonus damage. That 3 damage there is important because it means that my Shinobi is quite likely to be able to kill that. Oof. Yeah, this kind of changes things because it means I can get a flank with Stiebling. This kind of suits us because it means... Oh! Yeah, you can tell me, nicht good. You can say that again. %40's not bad. Another one has got the 10 defense, so he's actually got a half decent chance of not getting overwatched. I mean, it's 65 aim, minus 10 for overwatch, minus 10 for... Can we flashay the sectoid and remain in cover? We can, but only half cover. Doing that then means that I have to kill that dude at least. And I still don't have a plan for that one. I feel like Mobilny Wids is going to have to eat an Overwatch here because if he runs up, he can shoot that one and that one. Just hope we don't get Overwatched and hope he doesn't panic. Ow, 51%, unlucky. Five's not great. Justice should be, there we go. But only 4 damage. But that would need to crit to kill anyway. I don't quite know what my plan is. I mean, I could shoot him and then grenade that dude. Or I move up and I both barrels that one. Okay, here's, I think, the way I can get the most out of this. We shoot.
You see that one?
Take the reliable damage there. Or I could run and gun that one. So I really want to flashay someone. 80% chance to kill. Almost guaranteed to kill, but running up there is super likely to actually aggro the other pod.
Set him up, knock him down.
So here's what I'm gonna do. We'll 2 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20% chance to kill. Oh, so close. The problem is that Guardian could quite easily shoot and kill there, so now I feel like I have to use my run and gun to finish him off.
Go, go, go!
the move.
So going in for the flèche would leave one unflashbanged trooper, so we just flashbang these two and hope they miss. Ooh, 12%.
Enemy fire on my position.
Okay, awesome. My
Incoming over here!
Fire's getting close here.
yeah, I know. I just turned into Dr. Disrespect for a second there. Yeah. Okay, so how do we hit all of these packages here? I really want to flèche that sectoid, but that leaves me in a super scary position. 5, there's probably 2 pods left, and leaving myself there, me badly flanked. Shot.
Ammunition nearly gone.
Whew. Gunnar. Mobilny Weeds Jaroslav. What a badass. It's really helping us. I think we can kiss that one goodbye. That's fine. I got plenty of others marked. Okay, here's the play. I kind of need my Shinobi to flèche that sectoid now. It has to die this turn, and I don't see any of my other troopers, soldiers, being able to get that kill. Technically I can grapple up there this turn, but that doesn't really do much for me. Justice is on cooldown, unfortunately. 28% chance to hit. You know what? It's not impossible, especially if the grenade here does enough damage to get him low. I really want to try to kill without having to get my Shinobi to run up. I think the chances of moving up and aggroing another pod is pretty high.
Grenade.
But with the grenade fall off, I would think that we only do 1 point of damage. Okay, 2 points of damage. It's a 1 in 3 chance to hit, and then 67% chance to kill. Oh, baby!
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay! Great shooting. Now I don't need to run my Shinobi up into a super dangerous position.
I'm going. Good work. Advent's locator is down and our transponder is active. Firebrand will handle the pickup.
Come get some.
Advent just airlifted out their first crate. We're gonna have to move fast if we want to get the rest.
Okay.
Shot wide.
We got a little drone, meaning that there's, I was gonna say 3 left, there's 2 left. Okay, that isn't too hard to deal with, I don't think.
Firebrand is on deck for recovery. Keep marking those crates, Menace 1-5.
The big question is, can my Shinobi get into flèche range of the leader? I'll fucking get him. 7 to 8 on this mission. It's possible there's another pod of 2 aliens out there for a total of 10. I tend to find that when you play Legend, you can add +1 to whatever the expected alien activity is.
Good to go.
Which of these 2 can I get closest to?
I can handle that.
This is going to be a super unlikely chance to hit. 50% actually not that bad. Worth a try. Good hit.
Went off the armor.
We're going to be getting zapped here.
Sharpshooter.
Who's that, Lord? Who's that? Skulder, our ranger. He is doing work. Yep.
Positive.
Go on, miss you, piece of shit.
Cover the flanks!
Actually, that is the preferred action that I would want that thing to take. I mean, being stunned for 4 turns is super annoying. And I forgot to call in the Sky Ranger. Shit! That's the big screw up.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
But anyway, the fact that it's stunner, yes, it's annoying to be out for 4 turns. But it does mean that it didn't do any damage, so that's great.
Whatever you say. Hard target, minimal damage.
So I'm certainly missing out on crates here, but hey. As we said before the mission started, keeping everyone alive is the #1 priority.
No problem, boss. Impressed yet?
Okay, so we can grab this crate. Let's see, so we... Still quite a few available. Where's the other one out here?
Moving to position.
We'll lose that one. That's 2 now we're not going to be getting.
Located.
But in terms of soldier deaths and injuries, it looks like we've got our skirmisher, 1 point of damage taken. That's it. We are going to have to fight some reinforcements. 3 left. Where are they? There's 1, 2. Borbe das Paket. Is that it on the roof there? Question mark? There's normally one out here, isn't there? Oh, there it is. Okay, great. Right, so Diebling. Well, everyone really. Grab a corpse.
Kein Problem.
Move towards evac. We are going to have to deal with reinforcements pretty soon.
Und hoch mit dir.
So get to within sprinting distance of the evac. Put your corpse down. Sectoid.
I can handle that. I'll bring him.
I'm on it.
So how many hits of reinforcements are we going to have to deal with? I certainly want to get these drones out of here.
Whatever you say.
Skirmisher will grab that other drone. Golder grabs
Ready
this
to
drone.
engage?
We are almost out of here.
Bin unterwegs.
I might even not fight these reinforcements. But I mean, your first load of reinforcements is typically 2 enemies. So we can almost certainly deal with that.
Hab hier eine Lieferung.
Speaking of corpses, I've decided that for this attempt, I am going to shamelessly make use of the Fulton harness. On the previous attempts, I chose to not use the Fulton harness because arguably it's a little overpowered, but considering how much I struggled on attempt 1 and 2, I don't think it's unreasonable. Now the Fulton harnesses are 35 supplies each, and they allow you to use those little balloons to extract corpses or wounded soldiers. That's 70 supplies you got to spend pretty early on. However, they will pay for themselves pretty soon. If you think it costs 35 supplies, but your average corpse is worth, what, 5 supplies? I mean, hell, if you just evac 3 mech wrecks, you've paid for that Fulton harness.
Easy enough. Seems doable. Take it easy. Let's go, friends.
That's the last of the supply crates in this area. Menace 1-5, you're clear for evac. We got what we came for, so don't take any unnecessary chances out there.
Back in.
Don't you worry, Big Sky. Central, rather.
No need to ask twice.
Just need to murder this one load of reinforcements, and then we'll get out of here.
Drop it.
So who do we reckon is MVP on this mission? That's definitely between Mobilny Wids and Lord Skulder. Mobilny has probably or maybe done more damage, but Skulder hit 2 absolutely clutch shots. Three troopers, okay, that's more than I was expecting. Get 'em, boys.
We've got Advent here. They got me flanked.
Killed one of them.
Advent forces moving on our position.
Okay, so here's what I want to know. Can Kittybot grab a corpse and still make it out? Yes, she can, because remember, picking up a corpse is a free action. Which one is closest? These are all marked, though.
Heading out. I've got the package.
We'll just have each person grab a corpse and get out. Oh, it's still one more turn. Ah!
On your
Og. When I heard Central talking about get out, that was because I assumed that evac was ready, but it's not. Oh, yes. Still don't have walk fire. Builder.
No problem, boss.
I got a grenade. I do. Okay, good. So here's the play. Grenade that nerd.
Impact detonation.
Shotgun this nerd.
You know, that was good. Dan mal los.
Pick up.
Ganz sachte jetzt.
Technically, these guys could be overwatching for maybe an extra kill.
On Overwatch. Advent troops here. My position's been compromised.
Oh, with a long-range shotgun shot.
You see that one?
I did. That was great.
Looks like they've called in some friends.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Gotta be very careful with my movements here. Gotta make sure I can.
I can handle that.
Yeah, pick up a corpse, get to the evac.
I can take him.
So one thing about corpses also that made me think I don't feel too bad using the Fulton harness on this playthrough
Sure, I'll bring him in.
is if you remember seeing how the Avengers
Seems doable.
rooms are set out, we only have one alien machinery. So alloys, we are going to struggle for alloys in this playthrough. So extracting corpses and rendering them for alloys is going to be absolutely vital. I mean, getting only one room with machinery is actually quite unlucky. I don't think I've ever seen that few,
Confirmed.
that little rather.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Great mission, boys. Just the one injury. A little unlucky. Lord Scolder MVP as I expected. So shot accuracy 50%, but 30 damage dealt. Probably why we'll see him being given MVP. Soul Trooper at 17 damage. 19 from the skirmisher. A clear MVP there for Lord Scolder.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs.
The Elder's anger at our victory
10 days.
fill my warriors with pride.
Needle grenades. Explosives do not destroy loot when they kill enemies. That could be worth taking, especially because we get nothing at Corporal. Combat awareness. No. Retribution. Oh yeah, Bladestorm at Lance Corporal. Pretty obvious. Assault Trooper. Lightning reflexes. No question of that. Ranger. Walk fire. For all my classes, whenever I can get more or less guaranteed damage, I'll take it. Even if it's only 1 or 2 points of damage. There are so many times where that 1 point of damage would have made the difference. Combat Protocol is an exception though, because yes, that is guaranteed damage, but Revival Protocol is too important. Blade Master. Scolder and Selena, no, that's not what I need. I need my Ranger to combo with my Specialist. Perfect. Specialist and Ranger, confirm bond. Hell yeah, Fredo and Lord, the ultimate fire team. Same as last couple of attempts. I think that the classes I'm combining are, well, for my playstyle, the right way to go. Rangers to Specialists, Shinobis to Assaults, Technicals to Gunners, Grenadiers to Sharpshooters. Five supplies. Nice hit of alloys there. Okay, so with the
Commander, we currently have no new
supplies,
coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our
Officer Training School,
Gate upgraded.
and no one is able to go for Officer Training yet. Oh no, we can also. Sweet. My Specialist. Straight away. Get in there. "11 days, perfect. Destroyer relay.
Setting course.
Sweet.
for the
This is going to
Arctic
be
territories.
rookie tastic. We're going to send. We could even send 8 rookies on this mission. Back in 5 days. Assault Shinobi. "6 days. Just make sure that Scolder doesn't get injured. Shinobi, Assault. What do I need? I need more Specialists. So anyone who's got good hacking will take along. Wow, look at Quad Fox. The aim is dreadful, but we'll just give her a shotgun to offset that. Night Shadow Rivera. And then I need more assaults and Shinobis. Oof, look at that. We have any PCSs? Sire fence, okay, we'll sell that. Advanced repeater, that needs to go into a shotgun. But how awesome is this music? 80s tastic. Perfect music for a bit of fashion com. Yeah, flashbang, medkit. We could start running into snakes soon, so yeah. Destroy the relay. This will just be a pretty typical setup for the rookies. The ones that have this horrible aim, all of them. We'll just give them SMGs and grenades. And we'll cover them. Smoke. I don't have a stock yet that I can put onto an SMG for the technical. Remember, if you use a stock on any weapon for a technical, you can use steady weapon to increase shooting a rocket on the following turn. It would be pretty cool if you could sort of have a mod that would allow you to create a quote-unquote uniform for the playthrough, and then apply the same color and camo settings to your whole squad. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a mod like that. I just couldn't be asked to look for it. And every time I add another mod, it makes me nervous because it takes so much playing around to make sure that there aren't any conflicts with mods. The start of this campaign was delayed by 2 days while I was trying to squash mod conflicts. Yeah, looking good, Lincoln Osiris. Operation Sky Song, extremely light, 8 of our soldiers. This is essentially kind of a rookie training mission. I'm seriously considering leaving all of the squaddies behind. Lance Corporals and squaddies behind. Let's destroy an alien relay, it's extremely light. I'll tell you what, we'll take Mulkey along because he can hopefully bond with one of these people who will become a gunner. Let's take a rookie along who has stats to become a gunner. A gunner, you want above 65 aim, and you actually want decent movement because the gear that the gunners carry can weigh them down quite a bit. That'll do. Panther, where is he? Panther with 68 aim. You're a rookie. Just take the standard SMG setup. Now you might think, Stobbie, you're taking 5 rookies along just with SMGs. How are you going to do any damage? The main thing to bear in mind here is the fact that we have an assault trooper with lightning reflexes who can break Overwatch. And then these little rookies with their SMGs, their main source of damage is grenades. It's reliable damage. You can't rely on them to hit an actual shot ever. So these two will bond, and then hopefully Milky will bond with someone. Ideally, who was it? Bantha. Russian Sky Song, Quad Fox, Night Shadow, Sergeant, Leet, Bantha, Kittybot, Elgman, Milky. Let's roll!
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
And now by leaving my Ranger behind, I'm hoping
Sector 14, East
that
Asia.
before the next mission pops that we want to take, we can get that one injured squaddy back. And that will give me a half-decent squad that I can send out as a second group.
New regional contacts located.
So what I'm tempted to do here is, even after just 9 days, is switch entirely. Switch this country here straight over to supply. In fact, I'm going to do that. We're not going to get that much in 9 days. Now I needed my technical to be Haven Advisor. Put Sculder there for the moment, and now we'll immediately start operating in this new area. I didn't check what they did to my supply gathering. It won't be that much, it's only 9 days worth of gathering.
Been modified to allow for their subordinates
Hybrid
to receive
materials,
new
straight away. We have to
assignments.
essentially make a sprint now
Is the key.
to laser weaponry.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll
I think
contact you
we
when
have
I'm
the
ready.
Illyrium and the alloys to start laser weaponry. Okay, so 48 income, not great. But for a full month of supply gathering here, where there already is a radio relay present, what we make, well, it's 9 days, we'll make 3 times that, 150 on the next month. Now it's a question of trying to get the intel. Awesome. The next 100 intel, so that we can make contact with that third country. 10 days. What am I doing? I'm hacking a workstation on a train. Extremely light. Is it doable with just one ranger and a bunch of rookies? I don't know, but we're going to try. That's an intel package reward. And 24 intel. So this is super risky. So much so that I think I'm actually going to pull my specialist out of officer training. It sets him back, but the prospect of getting my hands on 24 intel and an intel package, that intel package could be a reward, that could be supplies, it could be anything. And this early on, these kind of risks have to take if you're going to get yourself above the curve. Now we can just start taking whatever rookies. God, the next few missions are going to be rookie-tastic. We don't have any other weapon upgrades. Okay, so specialists, you guys are basically babysitters on this next mission. 65 aim. I might actually have 2 of my lads with assault rifles and then all the rest with SMGs. I mean, they have the flashbang. There are flashbangs there to hit sectoids with. We want at least 2. And then all the rest will just be SMGs and reliable damage from grenades. Any way that I can get to 100% infiltration by remove 15, I need to get to 12, so no, it's gonna have to be a 6-man squad. Adding the 7th soldier just adds too much infiltration time, so it'll be 6 of us against 9 of them. That is definitely doable if we make sure that we start the infiltration, or we start the fight on our own terms. Bear in mind that we don't really have any way to remove Overwatch reliably. Our best bet to remove Overwatch is Walkfire. Or 69 and 68. Okay, well, clearly we got to switch that up. I might even go double flashbangs on these lads, because then that's like 4 turns of flashes. And the flashes will let the rookies move up. Remember, both of them can't throw grenades twice in a row. They have to grenade one turn, shoot the next turn, then grenade again the following turn. Ryoji. Looking good. I love the camo choice for this campaign. Very often when I go green, I tend to go a darker brown as the secondary color, but this brown, almost gray, actually looks very cool. Especially with the classic 2 camo, where you get more of the secondary color. Look good, feel good, play good. Ah, old Ben Bullet Holes Barton. I've got to change his nickname. I'll never forget how Ben got his unofficial nickname of Bullet Holes. Apologies for you guys who've heard this story 1,000 times, but it was like, I forget how many campaigns ago it was. He got promoted in the GTS to Squaddy, Assault Trooper. His first mission, he gets hit with an enemy shotgun and gets 1 shot, bleeding out, he gets saved. He's out for a full month, he recovers. Straight into his second mission, first shot that gets taken at him, crits him and kills him. So he went on 2 missions, got 0 kills, and got 1 shot both times. I suppose every campaign has one of those lads, doesn't it? Alright, Operation Brooding Smoke, Hacker Workstation and Advent Train. I was going to say before I decided to take Fredo along, that it might be challenging to get the hack. We would have to run someone up to it, but now I can remote hack. And I got Revolver Protocol. Oh, awesome. Right, Operation Brooding Smoke. Lord, Fredo, Ryuji, Griff, Tiberius, Pyrian Flax. Good luck, men. Okay, team, let's call it there this episode. I think we done well. I've got 2 injured lads who should be back in the fight within the next week. These are the 2 who got injured on Gatecrasher. "19 days still for Iron Legend." Buster Nut Chino needs to be a Shinobi with that kind of dodge. That's rubbish, that's rubbish, that's rubbish, that's rubbish, that's rubbish. It's all rubbish abilities for a Shinobi, unfortunately. Any chance he has enough movement that I can give him a shotgun? Because then chain shot with a shotgun actually becomes good for him, but what are the chances then that with a shotgun, even with a chain shotgun shot that's with Shredder, is that going to do more damage than he would going down the Kenshi route? I'm not so sure. What could be good is if you take hit and run instead of whirlwind, you can blue move. Gain an additional action of taking a standard shot. So unfortunately I couldn't blue move, chain shot, and then flashe. But I can blue move, regular shot with Shredder, and then run into flashe. Hell, I could even, with hit and run, I can blue move, regular shot, activate Reaper, and then start cutting nerds up. There's a little synergy here between salvo and heat warheads. Because as long as he starts his turn within blue move of being able to flashay someone, he can throw eventually a plasma grenade that'll do 2 extra points of armor shred and, you know, do damage with salvo. Then he can activate Reaper and start flashaying nerds. His abilities are okay for a Shinobi, but as we get to know all of our troopers and see who has the best XCOM abilities, that'll be largely what decides who are our Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie Shinobis, and the same goes for all the other classes. We'll leave Iron Legends level up until we have a better idea of what we need once he's healed up. Force under strength, I know. Okay, team, so we got 20 supplies, 48 coming at the end of the month, 68. Hopefully either of these two will give us a reward that gives us a bit more supplies, getting us up to 80 so that we can build the resistance ring. But no, I need to get an engineer first and do some... Oh god, it's going to take us a while to get that resistance ring.
Avenger plotting new course.
How much is that engineer? Is there any chance I can do a mass sale of all of the corpses I've gotten so far? 130, I'm nowhere near. I need 110. 50, that's 70. I need another 40 after that. What we'll do is we will see what rewards we get from these missions. If it's supplies that gets us to the cost of that engineer before the end of the month, we'll do it. What's encouraging is we are sitting on 4 intel. We'll get 24 intel there, another 24 there, so we're almost halfway to getting enough intel to make contact with West Asia. Right, good progress. Feeling good. Feeling good and optimistic. Feeling confident, you might say.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Those wise words from Wayne June. I'll leave you there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Stobbie149 as always. Like and subscribe, please. And yeah, daily XCOM coming daily, hence daily XCOM daily. See you, lads.